Good morning, afternoon, nighttime, Random County. We are back with another episode of the Random in Roulette podcast. And I am your host, Spooky Suki. And I am here with the Slowpoke.
Hi, guys. Like the Pokemon or just like someone who's just kind of slow? Oh.
It's on the can, man.
Well, we haven't got that far yet.
You're a tortoise. A turtle.
A painted turtle.
Painted turtle.
Yes, apparently there's beer you can buy that benefits the Nebraska Game and Parks, which is fantastic. One of my favorite charities.
You said beer.
Oh, my God. Cider.
Yeah, it's not the same thing, man. It's
It
not
isn't.
the same processes. I'm going to have to turn myself up. Sorry.
Is that you turned up? Or that's you to the mix turned up?
That is just my into my headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Turned
Okay,
up.
yeah, that's not to the main mix. It's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're discovering new things about our board that we've had for 4 years.
Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy for this one. I don't know if it's fuzzier than our last episode. It seems like it is, but I'm not sure. So if it is a bit fuzzy for you guys as well,
Let us know.
Sorry about it, I guess. It might be overheating. I'm not really sure. It gets really hot. I'm afraid it's going to burn a hole in my table
That's okay. It's made of plastic.
at some
You'll be
point.
fine.
I guess we'll see.
So, which one of you mad lads is reviewing all of our old material?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about somebody went through. Oh, shit. What was
They've got like 70 listens in one day. It's like,
No, it was like 96 or something. It was absolute. So it was like, it wasn't even like, that had to be 2 people because we don't even have 96 episodes. So I don't know.
yeah. So we're
Where is
looking
that
through
at?
our metrics, and it's like, oh, hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, it was 68. Never mind. I was wrong. 68.
We have
in
80?
in one day, on one Saturday afternoon, somebody went through 68 episodes. Thanks, I guess.
No, whoever you are, you're rad.
I'd give you a cookie if I knew who you are, but nothing tells me anything about usernames, so I have no idea.
Yeah, we only get to see amounts. We don't get to see exactly who.
Oh, also, there's now a Spotify for podcasters thing
Oh, that's rad.
that I can see some stuff on.
Oh.
That doesn't really mean anything to me.
So I feel like with the back end of Spotify, you'd be able to see like who the people are.
But it's only with the people that go through listen through Spotify.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I can see our gender metrics.
Mostly ladies.
Mostly ladies. Woohoo! It's also mostly aged 28 to 34.
Well, yeah. Who is under the age of 17 that's listening to our shit?
It's 0.8%. I have no idea.
One person accidentally.
Thanks. There's also a 60 plus in there.
It's probably your dad.
My dad doesn't have anything to listen to.
He has a
listen to
flip
me
phone.
with. He'd probably listen to me and be like, "Nope, none more of that." He does not know what podcasts are or what they're
I think
about.
my mom's heard a couple episodes.
That's
She's over
terrifying.
60. Yeah, a little bit.
Which ones, I wonder? Hopefully not the bad ones.
We don't make bad episodes. What are you talking about?
No, I meant with like language-wise.
Nah.
Sometimes we get bad.
My mom's the one that taught me how to cuss. What are you talking about?
Fair enough.
You little shit.
I could see you getting yelled at a lot by your poor mother.
Not as much as Zipper tied him, little brother.
Yeah, I could see that too. That's
So I got to hang out with some of the nieces and nephews this last weekend. It's my grandma's 90th birthday.
Yeah.
And one of them is a bit of a drama queen. I think she's 11 now. 10, 11. Yeah, about 11. And so she's kind of starting to come into her own, but like she acts a lot like my little brother in that he'll get dramatic and like just nothing can console him. It's like, no, everything sucks. You're all dumb. I don't want help. Don't. Just meh.
Are you sure that's just your brother?
Well, specifically, it is. But
I think you all got a bit of that in you.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I try to roll with the punches as much as I can.
You're all a bit dramatic sometimes.
Well, no. Well, yes. That's different, though. This is just like, I don't know. It's hard to describe if you don't know all these people involved.
It's just coming of age.
Yeah, but it was very, very hilarious seeing my younger brother and my niece. It's like, wait, you two are actually like the same person.
That was like the fun I had the other day when my mother-in-law was over. We were looking at my parents' wedding photos. I looked at my dad and I was like, "Wow,
it's like
I look a lot more like you than I'd realized previously," and it disturbs me a little bit.
Young old Greg looks like Spooky Suki.
Yes, and then my sisters look quite a bit like my mom.
Yeah,
which is
I knew that.
Neat. I mean, I knew that too, but it's just like looking at them a little harder. It's like,
yeah, no, your oldest sister,
yeah,
is just your mom.
Yeah, Terminator does have a lot of the same, like, cheekbone structure.
No,
and the one big difference that I noticed is my dad and I have more of a square chin, where my mom and my sisters have more of a point chin.
Yeah.
And that makes quite a bit of difference.
Also, their noses are more pointy.
Yeah, that too. And my mother's is like that as well. So.
Yes.
I guess it makes sense. I act probably more like my dad, too. So, that's always fun. Also, what is the deal with wearing hats in the 80s for getting married? There's a lot of ladies that I see with hats.
Well,
why?
It was probably a take on the veil. And, I mean, as this fashion, like, evolves and moves and goes backwards and goes forward and then goes sideways, like, a veil is like, oh, this is kind of boring. So they would do something cool with it. Like, they'll put, like, a hat, like,
They're weird hats. But also, like, is that, like, a throwback thing to, like, Victorian and Edwardian times? Because they wore a lot of that type of hat.
The veil or the hat?
The hat.
It'd be more Victorian, I do believe.
Edwardian.
Edwardian.
I always like to say it weird. They did a lot of hats, though, too.
Yes. Actually, well, for a long time, like, a hat was just a normal piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's very old photographs from, like, the 20s, and, like, every person has a hat.
Hats. I wonder if that was a, like, causative thing because of lice?
I would imagine so.
If you kept your hat on, nobody can see your little friends.
Well, yeah, it could be preventive measures. I also think that people were outside a lot more. Like, it wasn't a whole lot to do inside because it wasn't.
That's fair, yeah.
So if you're outside a lot, you always want to have a head covering.
That's fair. But yeah, it just in the 80s, I feel like a lot of, especially like cowboy-looking hats, which I think is a bit weird, but to each their own, I guess. I'm sure we'll look back at, like, our photos from this time and be like, why did we wear such weird stuff or something? I don't know. We'll see what we get up to in the future. Could have some weird stuff. Could have weirder stuff or less weird stuff. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways.
There's some fashion designer, or I can't remember who it was. What is the quote? It's like every generation of teenagers think they've invented fashion, rebellion, and sex, when it's actually the same thing just happening every generation.
Same thing. Just fashion in general is just recycled stuff constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why, like 90s stuff is coming back, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, God, I hate it. It's terrible.
Well, and 10 years ago, it was like cool, like 80s things, like, oh, you like a cool pattern on something.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, right now, it's kind of stagnant on stuff, because I feel like almost everything is kind of popular or in.
Yeah, there hasn't been a sharp, drastic turn or anything like that.
Yeah, there hasn't been,
or something old hasn't become new again.
Yeah, there's not been a thing that's been, like, so big that almost everyone is doing it.
Well, we are real close to going back to flared jeans and low rise for ladies. That's the next phase.
That's already been in
No, everything's still high waisted and
No.
yeah.
No. Low-waisted stuff has been back in for the last
No,
couple of years.
and until it's like Britney Spears style, where you can pretty much see your butt crack. Like,
No, like, the only difference is it's been in, like, baggy style of stuff. It's been low-rise.
okay,
I've
yeah.
seen it.
Well, that's very like early mid '90s. That was the thing. Was like oversized pants.
Yeah.
That's where Junko jeans come from.
Yeah, no, those are terrible, by the way. I don't know. No, somebody's going to have to take my skinny jeans out of my cold, dead hands, though. Baggy jeans. I have a couple pairs of baggy jeans, and they don't look great.
Your boy always wears skinny
on
jeans, too.
me.
Like,
I got him to wear skinny jeans.
it's like he's already tall, and then he wears skinny jeans, so it just looks even taller.
It's quite nice. But, yeah, I got him to wear skinny jeans. I don't remember how, though, I got him to wear skinny
Okay,
jeans.
he has two modes, and that's blank T-shirt and skinny jeans, or 30-year-old graphic tee with basketball shorts.
No, there's
all I
a
ever see
third
him in.
mode that's
Oh, he has
like
semi-formal button-up shirt.
working attire, where it's
Oh,
just like a
okay.
T-shirt and whatever jeans. They're never skinny jeans, though, because obviously those are
You can't work in those.
bit harder to work in. But, yeah, I'd say 3. But isn't that like any dude?
I
You only
mean,
got 3 modes.
I got 3 looks, and that's it.
Yeah. That's any guy, I feel like.
Homeless man, 12-year-old boy, and a hooker.
Oh, I follow this, I think they're a content creator, I don't know. But they do, like, feminine looks and masculine looks, and then, like, in-between looks, too, where it's, like, a mix of both. And I'm like, I love this so much.
Androgynous fashion?
It's not really, like, the typical androgynous, if that makes sense. So it's not, like, just a T-shirt and jeans or whatever.
Yeah.
It's, like, they're taking elements of both and mixing them together, which is
Interesting.
a bit different than I would say what your typical androgynous is, which is kind of a neither situation.
Yeah.
Where this is more of a mix.
It's NAND.
Yeah, where this is a mix of both. And it's like, that's neat, actually. I like that. I can't remember their Instagram, though, or their name. So, sorry about it.
I think that'd be like... What am I thinking? Not Renaissance. Like Beethoven and Mozart. Like men in like long, elegant jackets with like lace.
Yeah, but that's like, that was the norm.
Yeah.
And everyone was doing that.
Yeah. Powdered wigs, makeup.
Yeah, they looked way. I feel like men at that time put more into their looks than ladies did at the time. But that's not entirely true either, because ladies would get like crazy hairdos
yeah,
and
they would
shit.
have to have... No, there's a whole huge like
Yeah.
subculture. Like that could actually be a goddamn
Yeah, that could be a
fashion
whole
topic with
episode.
women's
Actually,
hair.
Yeah. Core fashion would be a good topic to
Yeah.
do, actually. Should write that on the thingy that I only have on my iPad, which is way over there. But I should write that down, actually.
Get
Because
your pen.
otherwise, we'll get to the end of this episode
And
I'll
you'll completely forget about it.
Court fashion.
What are you saying? Port?
Court.
Oh,
C.
C-O-U-R-T.
Court fashion.
Yeah. Thought you said core fashion. I'm like, isn't all fashion core? Cottage core, metal core,
There. I've written
camp
it down.
core.
It shall go in there because I've written it down.
Yes.
And I will remember it now. I forgot which else things I was going to talk about in this one because I didn't write those down.
SpaceX snatched a rocket right out of the air. Did you see that?
Yeah. You know what I love about the internet these days? I get a lot of neat space stuff.
There's not a whole lot of neat stuff on the internet.
I get a lot of neat stuff about space on my social medias. And the number one thing that I love to do is to go to the comments section and see all the absolute morons.
Just all the conspiracy theories, all the misinformed.
Yeah. And just the utter dumb of some people is absolutely astounding. I can't even.
Yeah.
So there was one that was like, this is perhaps what a supernova star would look like from our from Earth's vantage point.
Like if like the sun went supernova?
No, not our sun.
Okay.
A star. Just
Okay. Yeah,
any star.
And star.
I think the particular star in reference was Betelgeuse?
Yeah, Betelgeuse.
Is it really Betelgeuse? I thought it was something
I've
else.
always ever
Okay,
pronounced it that
we'll
way.
say it's Betelgeuse.
It's Betelgeuse. It's I don't know. It's Slavic and
Yeah,
German.
whatever. I think it was that one in particular.
Yes.
And somebody on there was like, "Oh my God, that shockwave is gonna kill us." And it's like,
What
not
shockwave?
That's not how that works, sir. You see, the space is a vacuum.
It needs that's something to wave into.
Yeah. And people were telling him this, and he was like, "No, I'm sure we'll feel a shockwave from that, and it's gonna cause a mass extinction like the dinosaurs." And it's like, that's not how space do, sir. What even? And the amount of flat Earth comments on anything space
I'm
related.
beginning to wonder if they're actually just like professional trolls, or if they're actually just
That's
dumb.
what I'm trying to figure out. Because like, there was one person that put like paragraphs long explanation of this said thing can't happen because the Earth is flat. And I'm just like, what?
Okay, so one of my favorite content creators is Pirate Software, aka Thor. He's the guy with the really low voice who does. He's the lead programmer and creator of Hearthstone.
None of those things mean anything to me.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Anyway, he purposefully makes shorts that will interrupt your feed and will give you like good things.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
he purposely does that.
Yeah.
Like all of his shorts are always
Cool.
like reading a comment and like telling something good about somebody. Like
Yeah,
and it's awesome. And it's about like building yourself better and like being interested in things and how anyway. But he had one where it's like, what I like to do is try to out weird conspiracy theories. It's like, no, the Earth looks flat. And, the sun is really, really small and really, really close. That's why we get day and night. And it just like goes around the plate that is the Earth. It's like, no. The Earth is actually huge and massive. And the only part that is thought out by the sun is like the very tippy top of it.
Oh, God. Jesus. The other one that I saw the other day that I was just absolutely befuddled by the comments is it was like how we and the sun are moving in the galaxy and how it creates how we usually think about the solar system is us rotating around the sun in a circular manner.
Yeah.
But what's really happening is as we're moving through the rotation of the galaxy, the planets are moving around more as like a corkscrew thing. And the one person was like, "This isn't true. Everything rotates around the Earth, even in the galaxy." And I was just like, buddy, that was like not a thought process back in like so long
Galileo,
ago.
the 1500s.
What the fuck are you doing? So it's just like, where is this shit coming from? It's what, like, it's got to be trolls, right? They got to be like fake accounts and people just like bullshitting for comments and likes, right? Like, there's no way somebody's that stupid.
I mean, maybe, but then you find out it's like, oh yeah, this person has like 5 friends, but like they're constantly posting. It's like,
Yeah.
you need a hug, buddy.
I mean, I think about that. Like, I see those comments and I'm like, there's no way people are that dumb. But then I go out like in the wild and I see someone say or do something stupid and I'm like, maybe that is just some moron out there. Who knows? Makes me worried though. It's like, oh man, you're out there saying shit like that to somebody who probably doesn't know any better, and they're gonna go around saying shit like that. It's just astounding that people like, especially like, it's very prominent in like space related stuff. I feel like
Well, science-heavy things.
Yeah, that too. Or like the crazy Bible verse people that are like, this isn't true because Bible verse that's unrelated to said thing. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, it's crazy. It's like, yeah, sure, you can have your religion, that's fine, but just, like, have it over there.
Yeah. I don't think your religion shouldn't dictate science or law.
Yeah. And it's like, if there's, like, science that is proving the thing, you shouldn't be like, nah, insert unrelated Bible quote here. Like, what are you doing, buddy? It's terrifying out there.
Is that why you never leave the house?
Yeah. I don't want to interact with crazy people. I've had enough interactions with crazy people over my life that I don't want that anymore. But part of me is also like, I'm old enough now where I can be equally crazy back, and it would be fun. So I'm on the fence about it most of the time. I'm on the fence about human interaction. It's crazy world out there.
I like most of them. There's a few that like I'll suffer through, but like most of the times, like yeah.
There's a lot that I'll suffer. There's a lot of people that I'd rather not suffer being around. Does that make sense?
No, and that's absolutely perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're also like the type of person that's like, I just don't want to talk to anymore.
Well, the other problem is like, I feel like I'm following in my father's footsteps and becoming more unhinged as I age. So the other problem is I don't want to go somewhere and just absolutely lose my fucking shit on someone, and then them being like, she is a fucking psycho.
We only know you as this.
Yeah, and then go around being like, yeah, she's crazy, and then like. Then people won't listen to what you are right about anymore either. Like, it's a fine line in between crazy and reasonable.
Okay, so that is actually what karma means. Karma does not mean that there's a universal justice system that you'll get what's coming to you. No, it's karma is those who do good will become good. Those who do bad will become bad.
Yeah.
The idea is... Yeah, if everyone's interaction with you is you're kind of crazy and unhinged, that's who you are.
Yeah.
Like, if you try to be, better and more charitable and kinder, then that's who you are.
Yeah. Because I feel like I would not be afraid to call somebody out on their bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Have a shitty opinion. I don't care. But yeah, that's why I stay inside all the time.
Where do you go to scream into the void?
Outside, over there. I have a big yard.
I live out of town.
And neighbors don't question anything because they also do like weird shit sometimes. So, in the yard.
Also wildlife and animals and stuff like that.
Yeah. Plus, I have cats. I can just pet them until I'm less angry.
So Snow White, but instead of like birds and deer and small little furry creatures, you're Snow White, but like frogs and bugs and spiders.
I wish. I haven't got any fun visitors lately. Only had interactions with cats mostly.
No badgers, no weasels.
Oh no, that's not true. We had a possum.
Hell yeah!
Walk up on our back deck.
Go fast, eat trash.
And then Miss Kitty.
Did you fight him?
No, she just walked right past him.
Oh, they're probably friends.
To stand in front of the door. So we were like,
are you gonna...
Sometimes possums and kitty cats fight.
Yeah.
So we just opened the door and picked her up, took her inside, and then took her to the garage.
Yeah. And
then Mr. Possum just scurried the hell away because he was like, what is going on here?
I think they can be like work buddies.
I've heard a lot of I don't know how true they are, to be honest, but I've heard stories of possums and cats getting into fights. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think possums get a bad rap though.
They do. They actually eat a lot of ticks.
Yeah, well,
which is very good.
The whole big deal was they're all rabid or whatever, and it's their body temperature is too low to literally carry the rabies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
No.
I mean, well, there's also the thing. It's like they're gross. Like they eat gross things. Like they smell bad.
Yeah, but so do goats.
Yeah.
But everybody loves those, and they scream.
I don't. Goats are weird.
Goats are weird.
Like,
They scream like people
Yeah.
too. It's messed up.
Like,
I don't like them.
I think sheep would be kind of cool. Pigs also weird me out.
The sheep would be cool.
Like baby pigs are fine, but like full grown pigs, like yeah, that's weird. It's like why are you so big? Stop it.
Well, I mean, usually people don't have pigs for pets
Some
unless
people
they're
do.
like the little tiny ones.
No, okay, so
Potbelly?
that's actually like a complete scam. There is no like pygmy pig. There's no small breed pig. People get them as like small. It's like, oh no, it'll stay small forever. And then they have like a 400-pound pig that I have to take care of.
Oh, I thought potbelly pigs were like
No.
they're just regular pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great time! I don't know if I'd want a pig as a pet.
Apparently, like by themselves, they're very social creatures, so you can't really have them by themselves. But like, they're actually like extremely intelligent and like actually very emotional creatures. I mean, they're kind of dumb,
Oh,
but
that's lovely.
Yeah.
They'll also eat anything,
yeah,
including
yeah.
yeah. Sometimes pig farmers go missing, and it's the pigs. That's a real thing. Yeah, that's a lovely. Don't fall in a pig pen. Whatever you do, just don't do it. What else would I think I'd be cool with a llama.
I work with a dude that has a llama, and he says he hates it because it's like stubborn and like
Oh.
like pissed off all the time. Well, he also has like chickens and goats and stuff like
Oh.
that. So, I think llama would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
llama would be cool.
hang out with him.
I don't know if I'd want a horse. Horses are fine, but I feel like that would not be fun to take care of.
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty strenuous.
yeah.
Or, my cats, I just,
Feed and
Feed
water
them.
and clean their shit box.
yeah, pet them when they want, most of the time, except for one cat, because she always wants pet.
Mm.
That'd be the rascal poof. She will scream until you pet her. I pick her up every morning and give her attention and give her love, pet her. She still comes in my office and screams at the top of her little lungs.
So there's a thing about like other people's pets. I mean, I guess the dogs are kind of different. Like dogs can like learn to love you, but like other people's cats, it's like, oh, you're still the same aloof shitbag asshole. I guess we can't be friends.
I don't know. I think all my cats are cool, except for Mochi Poof. But she doesn't like really anyone.
Yeah, I
else
was gonna say like,
anyway.
yeah, Mochi has never ever let me pet her.
She will tolerate the husband, and that's about it.
I think I have got to pet Bean more tonight than I have since you've had her.
That's because she's scared.
Scared of what?
Everything.
Oh.
she's pretty skittish.
I mean, Rascal is just a hooer.
Yeah, she wants pets from everyone,
Everyone.
all at once.
And then Cupcake, you can probably hear her screaming. Or is that Rascal?
That's rascal.
Oh. But yeah, Cupcake is always very just like, I'm in my tree, not touching.
I'm hanging out.
Yeah.
Your cat has not hissed at me for quite some time,
Yeah.
which has been nice. But when I went over there to feed him the other day, I gave him his food, and we were chill, we were cool. Then I just kind of hung out with him for a while. And, like, for whatever reason, he got, like, close to me, but not, like, close enough for me to touch
Yeah.
him.
He's still trying to
And
figure
then he
it out.
just stared at me. I'm like, dude, you know who I am.
Well, he's confused. He doesn't recognize you without me.
What is this game we're playing right now?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, come here. I was like, I did the, like,
Yes,
I was like-
the come here, the hand gesture.
yeah. And then he came closer, and then, like, I gave him scritches and stuff, and he was fine. I was like, was the stare down necessary, sir?
Yes.
What is going on here? But yeah, he hasn't hissed at me for quite some time.
I feel like in your
Which is
old
nice.
age you'd get into birds.
Birds?
Yeah. Like
You
you'd have
can't
you'd,
really-
have you'd have a parrot that would teach Japanese.
I think the problem that I have is I like want to snuggle with them.
Birds could be cuddly.
I would squish it too easily.
There's a whole subreddit called Party Parrot, where it's like chicks
God.
that have birds that like perch on their shoulder or on their head.
Oh jeez.
Like,
No, I want to. I like snuggling with the animals. So a bird is
yeah,
more
I guess a
difficult
bird
for
isn't
me.
very cuddly.
yeah more difficult to snuggle with. Dogs are cool. Kitty cats are cool. What else hamsters are fine. They're just so small. I don't want anything that I think I could squish accidentally.
About a ferret.
They're smelly.
Yeah, they are smelly.
That's the problem with those.
Well, the reason why they're smelly is because they have to poop in corners.
Yeah.
Because that way they can like see like out, so like they'll back into a corner and do their business. So it's like, oh, I'll just put like basically like a litter box in there and they'll poop in the corner. But if you put a box in a corner, that creates 2 more corners.
Yeah.
And it's a fractal thing.
Yeah.
It's like no, they just they're
Yeah.
not very good with waste management.
Nope. Bunnies. I think I'd be cool with a bunny.
Yeah.
A bun.
Yeah. They can also be like emotional creatures too.
Yeah.
Like dogs or cats.
I just like when they get mad, they stomp their
Yeah.
little,
Yeah, their back
little
feet.
That's amazing. And when they get frightened, they do the little side hop thing.
Oh yeah.
It's also adorable.
Or when they're really happy, they'll like run across the room and then like mid hop do a 180.
Yeah.
It's like
Absolutely nuts. I feel like bunnies would be good like skateboarders.
hell yeah.
If you could teach a bunny how to skateboard. They'd be good skateboarders. Anywho, I guess we're over.
We are.
I am now drinking the Slowpoke Tangerine Cider from
Glacial
Till. So it has an ornate box turtle on it, and this is what it says about the ornate box turtle. This is a small prairie-loving turtle. Is this small? Yep, I read that. Already wrong. This small prairie-loving turtle is native to Nebraska and enjoys slow walks in the sandhills. It's not a picky eater, helping our ecosystem by nibbling on plants and insects. As the state reptile, it represents our diverse wildlife and natural habitats. The ornate box turtle reminds us to take life slow and savor every sip. That's pretty dope. I like that. And yeah, he's on here. The Slowpoke Tangerine Cider also supports wildlife education and conservation in Nebraska.
Nice.
Partnering with Nebraska Game and Parks, which is pretty dope.
That's rad. That's actually like really, really cool.
Big fan. And you have an abomination.
Yes. So I am drinking a Pickle Time lager from Zipline.
Why?
Do you want to try it?
I don't know.
It literally tastes like pickle juice.
Is this what New Kid was trying to give me the other day?
Maybe. At least give it a sniff. Like it's just pickle juice in beer form.
That's actually not that bad, and I'm kind of mad about it. It's weird.
Why is?
But it's not the weirdest pickle thing I've ever had.
Yep.
That's actually pretty drinkable.
Yeah.
I think what they did right is there's not a lot. There's only a bit of the beer flavor in there.
Yeah,
and
it's mostly just pickle juice.
What a lot of places get wrong when they try to do a pickle thing. They put too much of the non-pickle flavoring in it. So then it's just like a bit of pickle and too much of whatever the hell else is supposed to be in there. Like pickle whiskey, I think we tried once.
Yeah, or pickle vodka.
No, that was fine.
Oh.
It was a pickle whiskey or something.
That sounds kind of gross. Well,
And
pickle vodka isn't that good because it's too much. It has too much of like the vodka like burn to it. It's like this is.
Plus, like if you're gonna do pickle stuff, you should do it with tequila, not vodka, right?
I mean, you can do.
That's what an actual pickleback
Pickleback
thing
is. Yeah, is with tequila.
Which I like tequila, but I surprisingly don't have it a lot.
Yeah.
I should get it more into. I have so many gin.
I have like a lot of whiskeys.
I like gin.
I feel like especially over the summer, like I got from Sideshow, which is the Kincaidor.
Oh yeah.
I got their rye. It's really good. I got a couple things from Stranahan's. I have a Glenfiddich scotch. Sideshow for the fall have come out with a Snow Beast whiskey.
I don't know if I've ever tried the Snow Beast.
So Snow Beast, it's a darker winter ale, and it's flavored with like a slight bit of like cinnamon, not like hot cinnamon, but like just, and then a lot of vanilla. So
good.
it's very like fall, very winter, very comforty. And then their whiskey has a lot of the same
stuff.
Yeah, and it's really, really good.
I think I'd like to try it once. That'd be cool.
I think Lou's has it.
Lou's has it?
Yeah.
Did you see that Fireball came out with a green apple Fireball?
No.
I don't know. It could be good.
Fireball, not good.
Maybe. It might be good.
Well, I don't know.
It
If you like
be
Fireball, that's fine. It's not
It
my jam.
could be like apple pie, really.
Yeah, it's cinnamon and
It could
apple.
be a simple apple pie thing. I don't know. I just get cider delivered to my door, and then I never buy anything else. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, for our ad space, we have the same as last week, where it is Project Constellation coming to
The Mint.
The Mint on Saturday, November 2nd. Music starts at 9 p.m.
And they put on a really good show.
do.
They have a violinist in the band.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it every time we see them.
Yes.
Okay. Now we get to
You.
my stuff. Gotta get my book out.
You.
All right, so if somebody was going to make up a myth about you or an urban legend about you,
Okay.
what would you want that myth/urban legend to be about?
Like, do you want me to answer that question, or are you just like provoking thought?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Go.
I think it would be more like a trickster's type of god.
It should be like a Loki.
No, well, Loki's a little bit more like.
He's a bit more.
I don't want to like be mean, to people, but it's like leave people with the experience of did that. Oh, okay. Like more befuddlement than abuse.
What would it be? Because every myth or urban legend has something that is kind of centric about.
That links it to like nature or something like that.
What centric thing would you want to have?
Me as a cryptid, the type of guy that hangs out outside of bars that always talks to the smokers, but like never actually smokes, but always has cigarettes.
Would you want to be like? So the group of people come out to the smoking area of the bar, and you give them all cigarettes because you have them, and then you're all talking together, and then 1 second.
They all turn around talking to each other, and then
everyone looks away, and then you just disappear.
Yes. Well, I mean, I feel like that's a very like Japanese spirit thing, where like the spirit of everything is like a weird, like the feeling of being paranoid while walking in the dark and you hear footsteps behind you. That's Beto Beto-san.
Yeah, Beto.
And you just let him pass by, or the evil spirit that inhabits all discarded umbrellas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's
Yeah.
got the same energy as that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's for inanimate objects, though. I think.
No, there's specifically one for umbrellas. Like it's got like the tongue hangs out in the one eye.
But that's there's a whole thing over there where it's like if you neglect items, they gain a spirit and
they have to go where they need to go.
Be a problem for people. I think I would want something like where
I'm gonna let her out. She won't shut the hell up.
I mean, you could try. She might not even go. Oh, I guess she will come out. That would be Rascal Poof screaming at the top of her lungs for absolutely no reason at all. So we're gonna let her through. Hopefully, she'll go through. Oh, there she goes. Cool. I think I would be the type of cryptid that would like just like steal your windshield.
What? Your whole ass windshield, not like your windshield wiper, not your rearview mirror.
Oh my windshield,
just your windshield.
Just gone.
Actually, you know what? That works. I hate it.
Just make it absolutely inconvenient.
No,
for
you get to your
someone.
car. It's like, what? How?
And like not even a shard of broken glass anywhere, just the whole fucking windshield just gone. Or something like that, or like
Yeah, or like you're in your rearview mirror is like just like sitting on your dash, like you just. Stuff would. I hate this. No, that's a good one. That's really good one.
I think that would be fun. Or something like just like an extra door would appear in your house, and I would be behind it, and not even like be scary, just like be there and be like, boo, and then you run away and scream, and the door disappears, and you never see it again.
That's like a. It's a very like Edgar Allan Poe-ian type thing. It's like this door. I don't know where it came from. It's like, how do you not? What do you mean you don't know where this came from? It's like, well, it wasn't there before. Like,
suddenly,
have you tried to open it? No. Why would you open it?
Suddenly a door. Yeah. Where does it go? Anyway, that's enough of that. So our story today is about a lady, and we're going to see how long it takes you to figure out what lady it is.
All right.
So I'll at least give you a first name.
No.
What?
Will the first name give it away?
No.
Okay.
But I have to say a name.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
To tell her story.
Just use feminine pronouns.
So Elizabeth was born to a prominent Protestant nobility in Hungary around 1560. She learned Latin, German, Hungarian, and Greek as a young person, and she was lucky enough to have such an upbringing with wealth, education, and prominent rank. So she was
she's an aristocrat.
A noble lady. As a child, she unfortunately had multiple seizures that may have been caused by epilepsy, but at the time it was called falling sickness.
Because you'd faint.
Falling sickness.
They didn't know what the hell it was.
No. At 13, Elizabeth was alleged to have a child with a just like a
pauper.
Just like a
lower class.
Commoner,
yeah.
commoner guy. But the child was supposedly given to a local woman, but there was no proof of this actually found. Now, this was during her betrothal to Count Fernick? Natase?
Of Austria?
I don't know.
Okay.
So that started in 1573. This was a political arrangement.
Well, of course, that's what marriage was back then.
Because that's how it would be if you're a noble person.
I want a traditional marriage. Well, we should definitely get married to have our alliance with the French stronger.
So the two wed in May of 1575 to combine the ownership of
some dukedom,
Transylvania, and the Kingdom of Hungary. So two very big dealios going on there. So his wedding gift to her was a castle.
Wait, I thought she was Austrian.
Hungarian.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yes.
What? Anyway,
Central Europe.
So his wedding gift to her was the castle of Chalet. Chalet?
Chleet? Chalet?
Csejte.
Solage.
That's I don't know. That's not what they. I tried to look it up, and I tried to put the.
Well, it's Romanian, so it's unpronounceable.
Chete. No idea.
Okay.
Anyway, a castle.
Yes.
She got a castle for getting married.
Yeah.
But they lived in a different castle.
So they had two castles?
They had two castles.
Like 15th century billionaires?
Pretty much. So in 1578, Natase became the chief commander for the Hungarian troops in the war against the Ottomans, which is right on the border there, which is where both of their castles is kind of near their border. So while Fernick was gone, Elizabeth managed all of the castle affairs very efficiently, it is said, and provided medical care during the Long War.
Okay.
So they had kind of a little hospital going on there, which apparently is actually quite common. Is like to have a hospital in your castle as a rich person, I guess.
I mean, yeah, like a whole ass hospital, just like a sick bay.
Well, I mean, from what it
like-
sounded like is that they provided good medical care and they kind of stayed there until they were rehabilitated, and then they left and went home.
I don't know a whole lot about Slavic castles, but I do know that there were certain castles that were basically like towns within and of themselves.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a lot of people like lived there, not
Yeah.
just the lords.
But yeah, it was a little hospital there.
Okay.
What she had going on. So Faraday actually died on January 4th, 1604.
Did he leak to death?
No.
Oh.
At the age of 48 from an unknown illness.
Oh.
He had said that his legs hurt, and then he was dead. So that's...
So he probably had like some like cardiovascular disease. It's
yeah,
very, very
who
common
knows?
now.
Or
That you're
like a blood clot
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
But he died because it's 1604. And while having a hospital in your basement is fine and dandy, it's still not a lot going on in the medical care system yet. But before passing, he left Elizabeth and their children, allegedly 5 children together, but they don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
One of them might have died or been a cousin or something.
A bastard.
No, because that one got sent away, remember?
Oh.
In the care of Georgie? Georgie? I don't know if it's because it's Gyorgy. Is that Georgie?
It's probably Georgie.
Okay, we're gonna go with Georgie. Thurzo, who is Elizabeth's cousin, and he will come into play later as an important figure.
Okay.
So, because of all the wars, lots of unmarried guys got dead.
Yeah.
Because that's how war
That's what war
works.
does.
You send your young people to war to fight for you. So she chose to open up like a little bit of a school type thing to teach young unmarried women to read and follow etiquette, and kind of also offer them like a sanctuary to go to
Oh, yeah.
because war is happening and it sucks. Which was like awesome, good on her. She even purchases so today's equivalent of like $33 million of clothes from Venice for
Oh,
the
shit.
girls, like to
Oh, and like Venice. So that was like
yeah,
the
like
height of culture.
nice clothes for these girls. But of course, nothing good can last forever. So some lovely rumors started to spread about Elizabeth. Between 19...
Good ones or bad
19
ones?
not good ones.
Okay.
Not good ones. Between 1602 and 1604, there was claims that she was murdering young women. Not good claims, by the way.
You have extra notes?
Yeah, I know.
Notes on top of
I
notes.
had to write these.
Why didn't you
Oh,
just use
hold
them?
on.
No,
Because,
so-
like, I went through and I wrote, like, the stuff that I had down. And then I was like, you know
Okay,
what?
there's
I
more.
wish I would have added this here. Anyways, so these rumors had surfaced, and they would just keep getting more bizarre. Her poor rumors. So,
She ate the children. She turned the children into demons.
By-
She fed the children to wolves.
by 1609, King Matthias, maybe, perhaps. Matthias II had heard these rumors and sent Georgie to go investigate his cousin. So what he began doing is taking depositions from those in the area. So, like, villages around.
What have you seen?
Yeah, like, what's going on? We heard a bit of a rumor. So what's
What do you know?
what's going on around here? So there were some people that said they had relatives who went to the castle and never returned. There was some that said they saw coffins leaving the castle frequently. And even crazier accounts, which is this big,
this
long
giant list she
list.
folds out of her
So
notebook.
Here is some of the accusations that kind of snowballed from Georgie kind of asking around.
What he discovered.
Yeah. So
Okay, buckle up.
here we go. These are so much fun. So drinking and bathing in the blood of the young women
Like you do.
to preserve her youthfulness. Stabbing and cutting with scissors.
Just in general, like
Yeah, just stabbing and cutting the girls with scissors.
oh, okay. I was like, that's what you do with scissors, but you
Yeah,
know,
no.
like-
These are all to the young girls.
okay.
Okay.
I
Biting.
thought this was reading like a list of
Just like random stuff.
no,
you do throughout
like
the day.
in a way of like pre-existing medical conditions, and one of the pre-existing medical conditions is being a lady. Like, it's like
Nope. This is things that she
she's done to the children. Okay,
did to the young ladies in her care.
so bathed in their blood, stabbed them with scissors.
Yep, bathed in their blood and drank it.
Oh,
So
okay.
she was considered like the first lady vampire. Stabbing and cutting them with scissors. Biting their breasts, hands, face, and arms. Just biting, though,
Just
for that part.
okay.
We're getting there. Sticking needles in various spots, including under the fingernails. Burning them with hot irons, coins, and keys. So, burning them, basically. With
Yeah. Well, branding them with metal.
It's cigarette burning before cigarette burning.
God.
Smothering them with honey, and then leaving them out in the forest for bees to attack them. That one was a wild one that I found.
Bees don't eat honey.
Well, bugs go after the sweet.
Okay. Well, yeah, other
sweetness.
bugs.
I don't know if bees do though. That's what I was kind of confused about.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Bears.
she allegedly made one girl cook and eat her own flesh. Yep. It was said that when the Count was alive, he restrained her despicable urges, but then when he died, there was no one to keep her in check.
Oh God.
And after Georgie was done wandering about and getting these statements from people, it was her body count was up to 650.
Jesus.
650 women, girls and women. So yeah, there's that. So Georgie, with all of this, these statements and things, on New Year's Eve, 1610, Elizabeth and 4 of her servants were arrested. While they were searching the castle, they found one deceased girl, but no one had asked anyone like what happened to her and why she died. They just were like, "Oh, we found a dead body."
Okay, so just pause for a second. Remember in like the last episode where I was talking about how like the same people just exist throughout all of history?
Yeah.
Like these village folk, they're just like that. No, you don't get it. See, I saw that. Like, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like
well-
just spreading rumors and bullshit.
We'll get to that.
Okay,
We'll get there.
all right.
Yeah, nobody asked about this poor girl that had died, or looked into it at all. They didn't even
They're just like dead person.
Yeah, they were just like, "Oh, there's a dead body." So it was commonly believed that Georgie caught her in the act because he declared it to the village when he left the left the castle. So he said to the village, "Oh, I got her."
Wait, so
Torturing people.
George was actually like an informant? I thought he was just trying to like go out and.
No, he was the investigator basically.
Okay.
Him and 2 other guys were investigating. However, he arrested her in the middle of dinner. So, not really in the act of torturing.
Yeah.
Anything but her dinner.
What's the dinner made out of? How many children are in this gravy, Elizabeth?
Thurso then got with her son and her son-in-laws on what to do with all of her assets. Because they were at risk of being seized by the crown due to these controversies.
Yeah.
But if they divided it amongst the four of them, then the crown wouldn't get it. So here we get some fun stuff. Most of the witnesses that they had gotten to testify heard the accusations through the grapevine, and none of them had actually witnessed anything from
No, of course. Again, the same douchebag people just permeate throughout all of history. I heard they're eating their pets in Ohio.
Yeah. However, these servants confessed to the whole ordeal, of course, under
I would say under duress.
under torture, and
yeah, if you hold a blowtorch to my feet, I'm gonna say whatever I need to say to make it stop. Like,
so 3 of the 4 servants that were arrested were burned alive, while the last one was beheaded because apparently he was a good guy.
he didn't confess.
Guy. No, they all confessed.
Oh.
But see, the other 3 were women.
Oh.
Yeah. So they were burned alive. A couple of them, they took their fingers first, but it's fine. Fine. Their trials were held on January 2nd, 1611, and January 7th, 1611 also. However, even through the trials and stuff, it was never found that there was a single document to prove that anyone in the area complained about the Countess, which is odd for a time where people would send complaints about a stolen chicken, let alone a missing person.
No, all these 600 women last month went missing. Do you know any of them? Have you seen any of them? No, but they did. Like,
but that's the thing, though. She, did have young women in her castle, but we'll get to that. All right.
Okay.
Hold up. So then on January 25th, Georgie writes to the king saying that he will confine Elizabeth to her castle so she doesn't have to stand trial. It's a bit fishy. Anyway, according to him, she was locked into a bricked-up room with only a slit for food and air.
Again, very Edgar Allan Poe-ian.
Yeah. However, others state that people that he had visited saw her roaming the castle free. So,
well, no one in this story is a reliable narrator. Like, everyone sucks here. Like,
yeah, we're not getting good information from anyone.
Yeah.
On August 20th, 1614, she complained to our guard that her hands were cold, to which the guard replied, "It's nothing, mistress. Please lie down for bed." And she was found dead the next morning. So, she was like 58 or something.
Oh.
She was in confinement for quite some time.
Jeez.
Thus the end of the story of the Blood Countess Elizabeth Bathory.
I'd never actually heard of her.
Oh, okay, all right. So here's some more fun stuff.
All right. I feel like none of this is actually going to be fun.
Just to add to this story. So, there was tunnels under the castle.
Oh, in castles, yes.
Yes.
I would expect that.
Tunnels under the castle. So, another person that had witnessed coffins coming out of the castle speculated that this wasn't the missing young girls dying. It was them being sent out of the country.
Oh, she was like smuggling. Oh, yeah, because we were on the border of the Ottoman Empire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like Underground Railroad situation.
Yes. So the missing women were actually being smuggled out through Elizabeth's connections because she was a book author, printer, and a book smuggler.
Oh yeah, because she's very well educated.
Yeah,
So
and like a radical feminist. So
and in the 1500s, that's a big goddamn deal.
Yeah. So yeah, the country was still like war torn for quite some time. So smuggling these women out of the castle isn't beyond.
Yeah, it would
thought.
actually kind of make sense.
So that's one speculation. Yeah, this would also explain like why they never found any other bodies. They never found any bodies.
Well, no, because there weren't bodies to find.
They're all gone.
Well, for lack of a better term, trafficked.
Yeah,
over the border. Yeah,
they were smuggled out of the country.
Yeah,
which some people for the opposition party had said like, oh, she just buried them all in unmarked graves or whatever, and we'll never find them.
Yeah. In the forest, the ubiquitous forest.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's one theory.
Okay.
Although the biggest plausible explanation is that it's all a myth. It was
that she never existed?
No, she existed.
Oh.
That all of the killings and murderings is made up. Because, so she had amassed quite a fortune by herself and quite a bit of assets, which increased with the death of her husband.
Oh.
And she could make or break a country depending on if she married again.
Yeah.
Because of her assets and what she owned. Making her a prime target for a witch hunt at the time.
Yeah. If we can't have this, then you can't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that,
well, why wouldn't they try to like court her through marriage then?
Bitch.
Okay.
Just wait. Not only that, but King Matthias had a huge debt to the Countess.
So it would be very advantageous if she were to not be around anymore to collect on the debt.
Not only not be around, but it would be better for everyone all around if she was demonized.
Oh.
So, so his debt was canceled after her confinement.
Weird.
Was decided. Another party to benefit from the fall of Elizabeth was Mr. Georgie, the investigator himself, being her kin. So
you can't get your inheritance if your ancestor's still alive.
If she is demonized, then her children will have to barter with him.
Oh yeah, because your assets can't be trusted because clearly this person is insane. Oh my god.
Yep. What is also quite fishy is there was never a trial held for her.
Well, of course, she's a woman, so she can't be put on trial.
Well, plus, there was no real evidence.
Yeah.
They only had the one poor dead girl who probably died of disease.
Well, and I don't think that 16th century Romania had a Bill of Rights or a right to due process.
Yeah. So she was not tried. She was not held to a trial, mostly because all of that shit probably didn't exist. So it seems like Elizabeth Bathory was more likely a victim of political rivalry, familial greed, and misogyny, with a side of maybe a terrible game of telephone. Because I'm going to wager a guess here and say that all of these things were just blown out of proportion, which... Yeah. I mean...
Well, no, it definitely could be like stuff taken out of context. Like, well, yeah, like I saw, there's like a group of 5 girls going in there, like, last fortnight. And I haven't seen them since.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, they haven't come out yet. They must be dead.
Yeah, it's like, well, she's like housing a bunch of girls.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like the small things taken wildly out of context.
Yeah. And especially since none of those people that were testifying had a first-person account. It was all just what they had heard from somebody else.
Yeah.
So it was just a game of telephone. I'm sure if it was, in fact, like a conspiracy, all they had to do was saying, hey, I bet she's murdering people somewhere, and let the public take it from there.
Yeah.
That's all you would have had to do. But yeah, so that's the tale of the Blood Countess.
It's the court of public opinion, which is that's insane.
Plus, nobody now would ever take a confession from it torturing someone. Like that's a big no now. Those poor servants.
Yeah.
They probably just said whatever. But yeah, that's that for you. I thought you would have known that one.
No.
Dang
No,
it.
I didn't. Especially, well, I mean, I wish I knew a lot more of like Slavic like folklore tradition and mythology, because it's actually kind of like the closest I have to that is like the Witcher series, which is all Slavic, which is why it's interesting because it's something I don't know. Like, I mean, how many times are we going to rehash King Arthur? How many times are we going to redo like Norse mythology?
Yeah.
Like, I know all that. You know?
She was said to be part of the inspiration for Dracula, along with
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, and Dracul.
Yeah.
She was said to have, but there's no specific proof of that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
In
Well, I still see how it's like it's still like spooky folklore. It's like, dude, there's this crazy lady that lives in a castle. Like,
oh shit, that was the other thing. She didn't even have a bath in the castle.
how are you bathing in blood if there's no bath? God damn it!
There was no like actual bath in the castle at all. In that castle, I don't know about the other one.
Okay, I find that
But
stupidly hilarious.
She moved after her husband died. She moved to the other castle that he had gifted her.
Oh yeah, I
Anyway,
forgot she had two. She's,
Yeah.
she's
which were both on the border of the whole war going on.
Romania and the Ottoman Empire, which would be
Yeah, where is that?
what
now?
is down there? South of Romania. Well, it's the Black Sea and Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, like that little part of like where Istanbul is. It's also near like Serbia, Bosnia, Kosovo. Yeah, so it's Southern European.
So I don't know if you're on the same train of thought, but I am on the train of thought that we should call each country what they call themselves
Yeah.
in their language.
So instead of Japan, it's Nihon.
Nihon.
Or instead of Germany, it'd be Deutschland.
Yeah.
Instead of Spain, España. Like, that's just what the name is.
Yeah. I feel like we should do that as a people.
Mm. Well, no, and it's not just like an English thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like everybody has.
Like Germany in French is called Allemand,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. 'Cause I don't actually know what Germany means, but Deutschland is the fatherland.
And it's like, where did we get Germany?
I don't know.
I want to know. I'm curious.
Or England is actually very strange. It's like a bastardization of like Anglo, or even British comes from the cliffs of Brittany, which is like the southern coast of Great Britain, and it's white.
Yeah.
And it's the French word for white is where like Britain gets its name, because they would look north and they see white cliffs. It's the white land. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Well, yeah, but there's also like certain places that like just don't have names, like the Yucatan Peninsula. When conquistadors came there and they said, so they're trying to translate, what do you call this place? They said Yucatan, which they thought, oh, the name of this place is Yucatan. It's actually I don't know what you're trying to ask me. Is essentially what it boils down to. Same thing with like the word kangaroo. It's like, what is this called? It's like, I don't. What do you mean? What is that called? That just is.
Yeah. I wonder how many instances there is of that in our.
Oh no, it gets
maps.
worse. What do you think the word Sahara translates to?
There's a desert.
To
It's
desert. So the Sahara desert. Or the what do you think the word Soviet translates to?
Oh, that one I don't know.
Union. So it's the Union.
Yikes. Why?
It gets like and that's everywhere. There's actually kind of a cool like linguistic thing that happens that we can get into later. But it's as like different people move in, they try to attach like the old, like they still call things the old name, but then they attach like their new name.
Okay. All right.
So that's where you get things like Table Mesa. It's like, oh, this place looks like a table. It's like, yeah, well, we used to call it Mesa, which means table.
Table.
Table. Like,
Jeez. Fair enough. Anywho, I think that is about enough for today. Let me get to my
no more
fun joke.
sneaking children across borders and educating them and then having the town revolt against you.
Also, I wonder how often that's happened, where it's like some poor person that's gotten demonized in history and we still talk about them in this horrible way when really they didn't do anything. I wonder how many times. Anyways, are you ready for my...
Yes. Let's leave with a lighthearted joke.
Well, it's not that lighthearted.
All right.
3 dinosaurs come across the magic lamp.
All right.
They rub the lamp, and out pops a genie who grants them 3 wishes. For all 3 of them. Each one of them gets a wish.
Oh, so you just got a 1-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
Let's try you 3 wishes. Okay.
The first dinosaur asks for a big hunk of meat.
Hell yeah.
He's probably a T-Rex.
I like where he's going.
The second dinosaur, looking to one-up the first, asks for a shower of meat.
Okay.
Now, to be outdone, the third dinosaur asks for a meteor shower.
God. Meteor.
Meteor.
God.
So there you go. There's my jump.
Oh, so a few days ago, there was a comment that you could see, like, right at sunset.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, I did too. But someone took one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes and like found like a lake and like went out. So at sunset,
No
like you can see
way.
like the comet coming down. The caption is, "Oh God, not again."
That's amazing. I love it so much. Oh, I never did a top tip for the other one.
Oh,
What's my top tip? Maybe I don't have one. I don't know.
don't wash your red shirts with your white shirts. That's a top tip.
I mean, you can if you would like a slightly pink shirt, perhaps. What have I done to do a top tip? Oh no, I did have one, but I didn't write it down. My top tip is write some shit down, otherwise you'll forget it. Like I do every single goddamn day.
That's effective. That's effective.
So there you go. Write shit down, because you'll never remember when you want to. There you are. Suki's top tip. Anywho, I think that it is time for us to end for tonight.
Remember, if you can't dazzle them with your intelligence, you can always baffle them with your bullshit.
You can eat anything, but some things only once. Yeah. Bye!